Look at this updated little moody background we've done. I'm still gonna play with the background. The first video was such a fail. Whoa. But I tried to do some Christmas. Happy Christmas things. I added a little dictionary there. Cute. So today I'm going to take you through a quick holiday glam. You guys know that light, more casual makeup is my favorite thing, and I wanted to just show you a few things that you most likely already have in your makeup collection that you can do to make it look a little bit more holiday-esque without changing up your daily routine too much. So I'm doing a quick, I'm gonna say quick makeup tutorial here. My quick holiday glam. Thank you, ma'am. And I tried to shop my stash as much as possible. There's a few new lip things at the end, but everything else, for the most part, I've already had and or featured on my channel. So there's not too much new to see here. Shopping the stash, you know, and switching it up and trying to pull out some more older favorites. So that's the plan today. I wanted to quickly say, I don't know if you can tell on the screen, but there were a few comments in the last video, and no, I am not engaged. Sadly. Hello, Dan. But this was my burn hand, and the skin is still quite sensitive on here where I actually had more of a severe burn, and this ring is like pokey, and so I wear it on my other hand just now because I love it so much. It's by Lisa Goslan. I'll link it below. I bought this over the summer and I'm obsessed with them, and it's just like extra sensitive and extra itchy on this side. So just for those of you who are asking if I was engaged, no, I'm not. Okay, let's get into the makeup. Let's get ourselves glammed up. Woo! That is certainly nice and close. Ooh, I didn't shave my mustache. So for the base, before we go into foundation, I'm gonna mix these two. I haven't used this in such a long time. The Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched face base with this is super thick, very hydrating. It is officially snowing, very cold outside, and I really want something nice and thick around my mouth, very dry as always. And I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the Drunk Elephant D-BRONZI, which I've been trying to use up. It's part of my little Project Land pan. So I'm just gonna put some of that into the palm of my hand with a little squirt of the D-BRONZI. Mix those two together. Wow, that's very bronze. That's fun, my favorite thing. Just gonna mix those two together and put that onto my face as a nice hydrated, warm base. And make sure to take that down your neck too. Man, I get so, whoa, that is so pink. I must be embarrassed. Okay, so shopping my stash. I pulled out the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Haven't used this in so long. It's a lighter shade. I'm on a very pale scale right now, so I pulled out my lighter one. This is shade 5. And I haven't used this in a hot minute, and it's one of my favorite go-tos for events and whatnot. So for a holiday glam, I would love to use this foundation, and I'm gonna use my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. The Luminous Silk is such a classic. It can never lead you astray. It's so good. Perfect for photography, going to events and whatnot. It stays put, and it just has a really beautiful kind of lighter to medium coverage, and it really looks like skin. It's one of my favorites of all time, and it's a foundation that I always have in my collection. So I thought it would be fun to pull this out for a more event, holiday, soiree appropriate makeup look. So just patting that in. It's so easy to blend out, especially with a sponge. And that's that for the base. Very nice and evened out. For the concealer, I actually did pick this up for a drugstore holiday glam that I filmed, and I don't know, I might have to refilm it, but I really liked it. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer, and I thoroughly enjoyed it and actually ended up using it all over my face. But I'm mixing two shades together. This one's the shade 15, and then I have 18, because this one's just a little bit too pale and this one's a little bit too dark. Like, I'm kind of right in between, which is nice. So I'm just mixing those two together. Yeah, I really enjoyed this concealer, and I actually wore it on a girls' night out while we were in Vancouver, and it lasted really well. So I was very impressed. Using the beauty sponge to blend that out underneath the eyes, and I'm just taking it on top of the eyelid as well. Look at that coverage and that brightness under there. It's really, really nice. Lovely. Big fan of this base. Now I am going to use a tiny bit of powder. This is my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish, and I'm just going to use that to set on my nose and the forehead. I get particularly shiny in that other region, and then without adding any new product onto the brush, I'm just taking that brush and hopefully patting some of the excess underneath my eyes and on the eyelid and then on my chin, because I don't really like to apply too much product under there. It gets super dry, but if I use just a little bit of the excess, I find it still kind of sets. Maybe I'm imagining it, but I like the effect it gives anyway. So for contour, I'm gonna use the Burberry Face Contour. I have this in the shade medium number 1. Because we still want to be a little bit glam, I am gonna go extra with the contour. Just add some of that onto the cheeks. Blend that out with my MAC 188 brush, my favorite. Blend some of that onto my nose. Underneath my lip, which are still very swollen and bruised. And then on the jawline. Now I am going to warm this up a little bit more with a powder bronzer. This is my Benefit Hoola bronzer, which if you guys saw my latest everyday makeup kind of bag thing, you'll know that I've been trying to hit pan on this, and I did! We've hit pan! That took a hot minute. The Hoola bronzer is one that never dies, but we have in fact hit pan, you guys. The Land Pan project, it's going strong, I tell ya. I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth with this. Take that down the neck too. And then I'm also going to put some of this onto the forehead. And before we put the bronzer away, I'm also going to take some of this onto my eyelids. My favorite thing to do when I'm feeling lazy or when I'm in a rush, and because this is an easy kind of fuss-free holiday glam, I'm definitely going with the bronzer. And it's so funny, this is the color I get the most questions about whenever I wear this, which is every day. I always put bronzer on my eyelids for an everyday makeup. And people are always like, oh my gosh, what color eyeshadow are you wearing? And I'm like, well, it's my bronzer, as always. It's usually whatever bronzer I'm wearing that day, but just because I've been, you know, trying to use this up, it's in my everyday makeup bag. This has just been the one that I've been wearing the most often. And I do love putting bronzer on my eyes anyway, even if I am doing an eyeshadow look, because I just feel like it ties the whole face together using those same shades. And I feel like I've seen a lot of makeup artists talk about that too, putting bronzer on the under eyes. I can't remember who exactly it was. I saw that, but it was very recently. I was like, well, hell yeah, bronzer. So for highlighter, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown highlight. Such a good one from the drugstore. I'm just gonna really lightly put that on the tops of the cheekbones and blend that into my brow bone as well. This is actually the e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush. It's really beautiful. Like, it blends out eyeshadow so beautifully too, and I kind of just felt compelled to use it for my highlighter as well. Really like it. Put that on the inner corners as well. And for blush, this is another one I picked up and used in a drugstore tutorial I had filmed for you guys, and this is the Naughty Nude, Revlon Naughty Nude blush. It is really beautiful. It kind of reminds me of a mix of MAC Warm Soul, the original, and NARS Sin, which is an old favorite I used to pull out every winter. If you go back into my videos, like back in the day, I was always like, oh my gosh, NARS Sin. I think I had a moment with Dolce Vita too, but anyway, for some reason, this blush just reminds me of a combination of the two. I think it's really beautiful, and it's a blush that is nude enough that it'll go with any kind of look that you pair it with, but it's also quite pigmented. Like, I think it's still like a statement blush, but it's super gorgeous. Big fan of that. And I have been wearing it pretty much every day. I think it's a really fun color to be pulling out for the holiday season. So for the brows, I'm gonna use my Benefit combination, the Precisely My Brow Pencil. They actually sent me the shade 3, which is a little bit deeper, so Benefit, thank you so much. I usually use the shade 2, but I feel like because more of my natural color is now in my hair, I'm quite a lot less blonde. I needed to use a deeper shade, and I'm also gonna use the 24-hour Clear Brow Gel. So, just gonna fill in my brows. Fill in the gaps, make them a little bit more fluffy. And I'll just set those bad boys in place with the Clear Brow Gel. So for the eyes, my favorite thing to do when I want to glam up any kind of easy everyday look is to add some kind of like shimmering lid topper. And that's not going to change for the holiday season. The only thing, I feel like the typical go-to holiday makeup is always like a gold shimmery eye and a red lip. Classic. And I thought I'd do that for you today. And it's a super easy way to keep your makeup minimal, but still packing a nice glam holiday punch. So reached into the stash and I pulled out my favorite, the Shiseido Aura Dews, but this one is the shade Aurora 04, so it's a little bit more of a deeper, more vibrant gold than my normal solar shade that I go for. So I thought this would be very, very pretty for a holiday glam. So I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Like I'm gonna go for a very metallic kind of wet, shimmery eye on top of the bronzer. And if you wanted to deepen this up and make it have a little bit more of a punch, you could use a deeper brown. You can kind of layer these on top of anything and it'll still make it very beautiful and shimmery. But I think it's a really lovely, subtle way to glam up a very easy everyday makeup. And it's just like gold. It's Christmas. It matches my backdrop. I don't know, I love it. I love these things. And I think taking it above your crease as well and kind of having that all over glittery look is another way to even make it more glamorous than just putting it on top of your lid. So that plus mascara is all I'm gonna do for the eyes. And I still think it has a very significant glamorous look. So for mascara, I'm gonna use the Chanel Volume de Chanel, the mascara that I'm trying to use up. Honestly, it's been lasting very well. It's flaking a little bit now, but it's still got some juice. You can hear the juice in there, so I'm gonna continue using it until it officially dries up. For the lips, I'm gonna go through a couple of different shade options that I wanted to show you guys. But before we go into that, I'm going to line them. This is the Patrick Ta Precision Lip Crayon, and She's Proud. I always line my lips, no matter what I'm putting on top. I love this pen. It feels so luxe to use. And I like the click too. Just don't over click it because you can't twist them back in. So for the lips, to keep it easy and fuss free, I wanted to show you all of my favorite kind of current lip balmy juicy options instead of doing like a liquid red lip or a bold red lip. I thought that to keep it more simple, I would do like my favorite balmy red lips. Still holiday, but not as much fuss goes in it. It's so easy to apply a lip balm. So the first one is the Fresh Sugar Icon. This is a new lip product from them. Really beautiful, like updated, harder packaging. It feels very, very satisfying and it's a really gorgeous red. And I think they brought it out just in time for the holidays. And you put that on top of the liner. It's so easy. You don't have to fuss about with it at all. And it gives that really nice kind of like, it looks like a matte stain. It's really pretty. And it's gonna be hydrating your lips at the same time. So that's one option. The next one is the YSL Volupte Tint and Balm Shade 6. One of my favorite reds ever. It's the one with the lips in it. I know they have a few different kinds of these, but this is the one with the lips. And this is a very, very juicy, very light tint. I love the smell of YSL lip products. These are so plumping on the lips and they just look stunning. They're one of my favorite products of all time, and I think this is still very, very perfect for a holiday glam. So that's another option. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then the final option I wanted to show you is a gloss option, and I was really excited. I actually bought this recently. Where was I? Oh my God, I forget. I honestly feel like it was somewhere in the UK. Ugh. I don't remember. Anyway, I was talking to someone. I was at a store and I was shopping and I was like, oh my gosh, to this chick. I was like, what is your lip gloss? She's like, oh, it was this red one. And she pulled out this little mini Fenty gloss bomb. And she's like, I got this in the Christmas set. And I was like, no freaking way. And I was flabbergasted at how stunning this shade was. So I bought the Fenty. I don't even know what this is actually called. I just realized it doesn't have a name on it. But this is at Sephora. It's one of their Christmas sets. This is the lid. How cute is that little tin? And it comes with 5 minis. And she was wearing this red one. And it was so beautiful. It actually reminded me of the Clarins one. This one. I guess now that I'm seeing it side by side, it's a lot deeper. But it's kind of the similar idea. Like a red tinted gloss with some gold flecks running through it. I picked that up and I thought it would be perfect for the holidays. And I'm so excited to put it on. God, they smell good. Oh yeah, oh my God, it's so, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I love that so much. This one's called Cheeky. It's the Cheeky Gloss Bomb. Listen, this should be made a permanent shade. This is beautiful. So those are the 3 lip options I wanted to show you guys. Fuss-free, easy, holiday lips. Whoa, whoa. I'm gonna put this one back on. I want a little bit of a deeper red. I feel like it goes with my leather vibe a lot more. But let us just take another moment to appreciate this Cheeky Gloss Bomb. Alright guys, so that is it for this makeup look. This is the finished look with my hair untucked. This is my fuss-free, easy peasy holiday glam makeup look. Let me know in the comments down below, you guys, what you think of this makeup. And let me know how crazy you're going for your holiday makeup, if you're doing anything at all, or if you're staying indoors like I will be, certainly, as the blizzards continue. But let me know what you guys think of this look. What's your go-to holiday look? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me, be sure to click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified for all of my videos coming up this December. We'll see you tomorrow for another Landmas video, you guys. Thank you, as always, so much for watching. Bye! Surprise, I'm back. Tricked ya. Here to show you what today's Landmas giveaway is. Da, 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 da. This is what we've titled the travel giveaway. So all of my favorite kind of travel things, we travel a lot and I buy a lot of travel size things. And there's also a lot of really cute travel size kits that have come out. So I've been stockpiling this box for some time with both gifted and purchased items. And I'll show you everything that's in here and what you can enter to win. And before we get started, check the description box on how to enter. Make sure you're following me on YouTube, like this video, follow me on Instagram at AlanaRama, and check the description box to see what today's comment, your entry, aka your entry, is going to be. So be sure to read it all. Okay, so in this giveaway, you're going to be getting a Godelli travel set, a Briogeo travel kit, super cute. Love the Don't Despair repair mask, and a Moravita travel set, which is so cute, you guys. Also a Drunk Elephant. It's called the Shelf Respect, but it has a bunch of favorites in there, including my favorite D-BRONZI product. Beats Studio Wireless headphones, you guys. Everyone needs to cancel out babies and noises on the plane and while you're traveling, so that is a travel necessity for sure. Caudalie Grape Water Spray, a must. My Cora Organics Noni Glow Face Balm. An RMS Beauty Luminizer Duo. This is so cute, you guys. It's a powder and one of their cream highlighters in one. Fresh Rose Face Mask, Soy Face Cleanser, my favorite Clinique Face Moisturizer, a Caudalie Hand Cream, a necessity on a plane, a million travel size mascaras, a replica by the fireplace, my favorite scent in travel spray form, as well as a really cute mini NARS palette. So all of these things will be in this box. This is the travel giveaway, and you can check the description box below on how to enter. Good luck to everyone, and we'll see you in the next Landmas giveaway. Goodbye.